So, budgeting, part 4, groceries. Choose which meal that you are likely to follow. So, we've got two different meal types. We have one for people that have medium portions and another one for people who eat larger portions. I tend to eat larger portions. The people at my house tend to eat medium portions. So, you got to figure out and balance kind of where you're at. I usually go for seconds. They don't. That's why I put myself on the larger portions. Then you need to think about how or what type of groceries you buy. Do you spend thriftfully? Are you low cost, where you buy things on sale or maybe the generic brand? Are you more moderate, which is kind of a balance between low cost and liberal? Or are you liberal? Do you like buying top of the line name brand? I do with cheese and crackers. I don't do so much with my milk. So I would probably still consider myself somewhere between the larger portion, moderate to liberal range, but you decide based on your eating habits and what you would choose if you were shopping for yourself. You're going to enter that amount over here under groceries. Then we're going to go to dining out. So when you're thinking about dining out, remember you're living on your own and you've graduated from trade school or high school and you're working a full-time job. Sometimes people spend more because they tend to eat out more for lunch or they're so busy, but you have to consider how that plays into your budget. So think about whether when you eat out, do you spend $10 a meal or do you tend to spend $15 a meal on a regular basis? And when you tend to eat out, do you tend to be a person that eats out once a week or 5 meals a week? So based on that, we'd like you to select one of these dollar amounts and enter it on this line, dining out. Now we're going to talk about health insurance. Some jobs pay for your health insurance. Some jobs pay part of the health insurance. For our purposes, we're going to say that health insurance is $440 a month. You're going to use that amount. It's important to have health care, and that's going to include your medical stuff. Now, if you add in dental care, it's not going to cover all of every visit, but that's going to be about $30 a month. And vision care is not only your exams, but your glasses and frames or contacts. And what we talked about in class the other day is that a lot of times it's the frames that, it's the lenses that cost a lot more than the frames. I believe my lenses are about twice as much as my frames.
All right, everybody. Who's sick of listening to Mr. Benson? It's time to take a break, get up, go to the bathroom, get a drink of water, grab a snack, do 5 jumping jacks, and come back ready to learn some math.
Haircuts are next. So when you're thinking about haircuts, hair appointments, are you getting your hair cut or are you getting it cut and styled? This might be with a shampoo, curling, dyeing. Maybe it's not every month, but roughly if it's a more fancier cut, we're spending about $44 and we're entering that on the hairline. Next one's grooming and hygiene. So your soaps, your medications, your shampoos, other grooming needs, you're going to enter that amount, around $25 on the grooming and hygiene. Next, think about working out, exercising. Are you exercising? Not at all. Doesn't cost you anything. Are you exercising from home? It's not costing you anything. Are you exercising from the gym? If you are and you have a gym membership, just for the ease of this monthly amount, we're going to have you enter $58. When you're done with that, this total column here under health costs should automatically calculate. Next is education. So after high school, are you going to join the military? Things get cheap when you join the military. You're not paying for food and you're not paying for your housing and you're not paying the military back when you're done. Are you not paying anything because your family's already set money aside? Or are you like most of the people and you are paying for loans. So $10,000 is roughly a trade school or 2-year tech school or a very inexpensive 4-year school. Most Minnesota 4-year schools is between 20 and 30,000. The U of M is between, and Duluth is between 30 and 40. And your private schools like St. Thomas, St. Kate's, and other private schools is going to cost you between 40 and 50,000. Also, your Ivy League schools. So you're going to put that down under educational expenses. And finally, the fun part of spending, at least for me, is the discretionary income, the fun stuff. Everything else has been fixed income. You got to have food. You got to have housing. You got to have transportation. But now this is your fun money. Where are you spending it? Are you buying clothes other than the ones you currently have? Are you buying sports equipment other than what you currently have? Are you going to movies or going to entertainment, going to games, theaters, music? Are you buying music? Are you buying electronics, traveling? Are you going to Starbucks every day? It's probably costing you about $5 a day if you are. So think of that in terms of a month. How much are you going to discretionally spend? More detail about the discretionary spending. So we're going to choose 5 things from this category over here, or you can make up your own, and you're going to assign your own values to it. So for example, if I choose clothing, shopping, and I'm going to do that every month, and I get stuck and I think, well, I don't know how much I'm going to spend. One thing you can do is on a side sheet of paper, break it up into weeks. Here's what I mean. If I think that the first week of the month, I'm going to go out shopping with friends and spend $30, and I think, how much would I spend the next week? Is it going to be more than 30, less than 30? I'm going to say it's $15. Then I think about the third week of the month. What might I spend? I don't know, 30 again. And then the fourth week, maybe it's 20. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up all of those amounts, and I get a monthly total of $95. So over here under shopping, I'm going to put 95. Then I think about the next thing. Coffee. So I'm going to put Starbucks, because that's where I tend to go. And I think, how many days a week am I going to go to Starbucks? Maybe I'll go every Friday and Saturday. So in a month, if there's roughly 4 Fridays and 4 Saturdays, that's 8 times. How much does it usually cost when I go to Starbucks? If I'm spending $5 on a grande each time, it's 8 trips in a month times $5, which is $40 at Starbucks. So I'm going to put that in the next discretionary column. And I'm going to do that a few more times, total it up, and see where I'm at. That should automatically populate your monthly balance. If your monthly balance is a negative number, you've overspent somewhere, and you're going to want to go and readjust things. You're going to reevaluate your monthly balance, especially looking at your wants and your needs. When you're done, you're going to fill out an exit ticket for us in Schoology. And then on the next day, we're going to have you think ahead and maybe tweak things a little more. Have a good day.